I am Michael. I started this particular journey almost 2.5 years ago with Dr. Gilbert and with Stephanie Husk. Um, I came to Dr. Gilbert from a referral from my doctor. Uh, After many different referrals to many different uh, weight loss programs over the years, none of them stuck.
Hmm.
Uh, Always gain or always lost at least some weight. When I came to Dr. Gilbert, I was at somewhere between 500 and 525 pounds.
Hmm.
The highest I'd been at to a doctor. I think I was even higher than that at one point, and struggling to try and lose weight. When I came to Dr. Gilbert, I told her I didn't want to lose weight for health or anything else like that. It was simply I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I just didn't want to be sick and tired anymore.
Right.
And that's all I wanted to do was stop that. As of today, on my scale, I weigh 360 pounds.
Wow.
So
Wow. Congratulations. You've done a lot of hard work, Michael. You've done a lot of hard work.
I've been doing a lot of hard work, and I have not had the, I guess you'd call them the mid-course corrections that I had with all of the other weight programs, if you will, the failures where the weight has stopped coming off, and the frustrations and the craziness and the panic and all of that. I've had the support that I needed from Dr. Gilbert, from Stephanie, now from Rachel. I didn't do the groups with Dr. Gilbert in the first year and a half because I had very poor group experiences in all the other weight loss programs.
Yeah.
I'm having good group program experiences now, even with all of the COVID restrictions. It's been very good. It's worked out very well.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been very pleased with that.
Yeah. That's awesome, Michael. And I think, can you tell us a little bit about how maybe food prep has changed for you? Give us a little insight into that.
Food prep.
Where you were and now where you are. Yeah.
Where I was, a lot of the food prep, some of the programs were here's the food, eat it, you'll lose weight. That's true. But it doesn't help when you go off the program. I mean, yeah, it was all proportioned out. You didn't have to think, but it didn't give you any way to deal with all of the choices you had afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
There were others. Oh yeah, you can count points or you can do these things, but yeah, then you're obsessing over the points and what you need to do there and how you can play games with the points. And you're still not relating to the food as what you need for your body and how that affects you.
Mm.
You're playing the games with the food and you're not dealing with the food and you're not dealing with what it does to your head, what it does to your body.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's still a journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long journey. I have a sneaking suspicion I may be still learning things the day I go into my grave.
And that's a good thing, because learning means you're not dead, right?
Yes.
Right.
But
Michael, I think you've been inspired by some cooking shows and things like that, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, some of them are, one is Sam the Cooking Guy.
Okay.
Some of it is just the way he presents.
Yeah.
Some of it is the way he talks about food.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it is his attitude Some of it is his attitude toward food. And one of the things throughout his career, and his career has spanned probably 15 years, he at one time had a TV show in San Diego where he did cooking. And the one thing he said throughout all his career, although I think he's slipping away from it now in his YouTube channel, is don't eat crappy food.
Mm-hmm.
Do not eat crappy food. Mm. And don't eat the same thing every day.
Mm. So variety. Variety is helpful.
Eat good food.
Right.
That's the real thing I take away from him. He's hilarious. He works with his sons.
Yeah.
And they're bickering back and forth all the time. I think he's got some problems with his sons now, trying to do YouTube as YouTube instead of him.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. So his fun with food has really changed your kind of thinking around food and kind of motivated you to get in the kitchen and try things yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
And have some fun with the food and stay simple.
Mm.
You know, the 532 ingredient recipes that you see on some of these TV shows.
Right.
That's not fun.
Right. That's complicated.
You're desperately trying to remember, did I get this in? Did I remember this? Did I do this? No, that's not fun. Some of his original shows were 5 and 6 items.
Mm-hmm. Very doable.
Very doable. Very easy and very flavorful.
Flavorful. Yeah. They taste good. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Rachel, chime in here.
Well, I'm just listening because I'm hearing a lot of the same things that Michael shares in our group coaching classes together, and he's just so encouraging to others who are coming, starting out in the journey and joining groups for the first time and kind of getting going. And he's able to really just share the love of, like what you just said, Michael, there. One of the things we talk about is tiny habits and making things really doable. And if you're new to cooking, or you're trying to get back into cooking, or cooking has always been something that's a time restraint or feels too big, make it doable. We want to make it easy to do and interesting to do. So like you said, if it's a handful of ingredients that you understand well, but also I really recommend with cooking and getting to know, and maybe we talked about this, Michael, getting to know the art of culinary medicine, which is just really cooking and using real food in your home, is things like, do you know how to use a knife? That can open up your horizon. If you have a sharp, made knife, and you learn how to properly use it, safety, right? You're feeling a little bit more fancy in the kitchen. You're chopping much more quickly. It's going smoother. Food tastes better and it has a prettier presentation, like Michael, you've mentioned, when things are chopped up and kind of even, and you pay a little bit of attention to the beauty of food and the pleasure of food. So yeah, a lot of those things, we've got to make it a little bit more doable and easy to approach.
Right. Yeah. And I like, Michael, that you're actually, maybe you're incorporating the cooking as you're kind of, we think of these two, we're in a stressed state or we're in a relaxed state. A lot of people are just sometimes because of time constraints, we're just throwing things together and then eating it. But no, if we slow down and take the time and get into it, enjoy the process, that kind of prepares our body, relaxes our body, and prepares us, our parasympathetic nervous system, to eat the food so that we actually enjoy it and absorb the nutrients from it even a little better.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. Yes. And this wasn't Sam, and I can't remember who said it. I've been hitting the YouTube and watching the chefs, and one of the guys that does YouTube, he says, "Uh-oh, we lost."
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Keep going. I'm here with you, Michael.
Yeah. One of the guys on YouTube says, you don't have to be Gordon Ramsay in your preparation. You are not a line chef in a restaurant that has to go through 400 onions chopped fine. You can go slow.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're doing YouTube. He says, I've got a secret. I don't do onions that fast. YouTube has a secret. It has fast forward. I do onions slow, and then I speed up my film. I don't chop carrots yet. I speed up my film. You can do your things slowly and carefully.
Yeah.
You don't have to fear the knife. One thing Sam says,
Right.
if I'm going fast, I'm going to cut myself. I know I do. So I slow down a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if I can add something that you're mentioning there, Michael, is there can be a lot of catharsis and kind of a meditative moment while we cook and prepare food. It gives our minds the chance to kind of decompress from the day. And as we're preparing food, we can start to think about what nutrients we're preparing for our bodies and for the bodies of our families, what good we're doing. And there's a positive feedback to that when our hands are preparing the food that we're using to nourish our bodies. There really is a deeper soul connection to that. It improves confidence in the kitchen, improves confidence of eating healthy foods. It improves our positivity. And there's just that getting back to the connection of handling real food.
Yes.
Right. I love that. That's so right on, Rachel.
And it's fun to discover.
Go ahead, Michael.
I can.
Yeah.
Poached eggs. Long, long ago, far, far away in college, I got dissed one time because my mother gave me an egg poacher. And somebody saw it and sneered at me because I had an egg poacher and I didn't know how to poach eggs. Took me till I was 64. I now know how to poach eggs without an egg poacher. I feared poaching eggs. I know a lot of people fear poaching eggs. They think it's hard. It's not. It really isn't.
Right.
And it's
right. Hang on to those beliefs. And have a hard time letting go. And something in you decided, okay, I believe I can't poach eggs a long time ago. But then as you gained confidence in the kitchen, you tackled that too.
Yeah. And it worked. Yeah, okay, fine. I hard-boiled a couple of them.
You learned along the way.
But I learned you don't leave them in for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Right. Yeah. Cool.
Hard
Yeah. Awesome.
Eat. They don't taste bad.
All right.
Right.
No.
So
Yeah, that's exactly right. So Michael, yeah, tell us what you're doing for dinner. What's for dinner for you tonight?
haven't decided yet. I'm thinking
Okay.
maybe taking
Fair.
out a couple
That's
of
fair.
I'm thinking maybe taking out a couple of frozen salmon fillets and just doing a fry on those. Just fry those in a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt and pepper with some broccoli on the side. Something simple.
Mm-hmm. That sounds delicious, though. Yeah. How about you, Rachel? What are you planning for dinner?
Yeah, dinner tonight. So we discovered some red lentil pasta from Costco. The only ingredient is red lentil. So they're very high in protein. So we were excited to discover this sort of new pasta substitute out of beans. So dinner tonight is some red lentil pasta with, I'm more about, I want more of the veggies than even the noodles. I like the really high veggies. So I'm going to toss a ton of, actually like Michael, some frozen veggies, and just steam them up. I've got a nice big like Normandy mix. And then we have a plant-based Alfredo sauce that we use. So it's got tofu and cashews and almond milk and salt and pepper and some garlic, and it's delicious. Oh, and some white onion. So it's a bright, beautiful white. It's very creamy. You blend it up in the Vitamix. So then that's going to be our Alfredo sauce over the veggies and the pasta. So that's what's for dinner for us tonight. How about you?
Well, I am headed toward the end of the week. I'm headed to the coast to do some continuing medical education. So I am going to fix a big old pot of a fish stew that we love, and it is cream based, and of course it starts with mirepoix, that onion, help me out, Michael, carrot and celery at the base, and then we use whatever fish we have in the freezer. Sometimes it's halibut, sometimes I have scallops and seafood, I should say. Sometimes I throw some shrimp in there, sometimes clams. Anyway, and then instead of the potato, I put the riced cauliflower, which kind of adds a little bulk to it. And I also add some chunks of zucchini, and then a vegetable broth. But anyway, so I'm going to make a big old pot of that, so then I don't have to do as much cooking out because I was originally supposed to go to Colorado for this continuing medical education class, but I got canceled. So I'm going to make the best of it and spend a couple of days out of the coast. And when I'm at the coast, I like to eat seafood. So anyway, I'm going to take my big old pot and enjoy that for a couple of meals. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So,
Good plan.
all right. Thanks. All right. Close us out, Michael. Do you have any words of encouragement for other people who are on a journey of improving their health and getting in the kitchen?
Just remember, you can do it. Get one thing, get a good knife. Keep it sharp. Really, keep it sharp. You can get a little handheld thing, not the steel, but just a little V-shaped one that you can run it through. You're going to use that knife more than anything. The gadgets, you don't need them. You don't need all that stuff. Okay. A good knife will get you through 9/10 of your work. And just slow down a little bit. That goes back to the slow down diet. Slow down. Enjoy yourself. You can do that. You can do most anything.
Yeah, awesome.
Up to and including cooking a filet mignon in your in your toaster oven. Don't laugh. You can.
Okay.
And you
Awesome.
can do it well.
All right, Michael. Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. And we're going to sign out here from Oregon Weight and Wellness. And if you have a need or want to learn more about us, give us a call at 971-273-7143. Thank you so much, Michael, for joining us today. Rachel, always good to see you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Signing off. All right. Bye.
Bye.